Hello, everyone, and welcome back to War for the Crown, Songbird, Scion, and Saboteur. I'm pretty sure it's session 17, unless I forgot to update it, and we're actually on session 18, but I'm gonna double check right now. But I'm pretty sure the numbers are correct. Either way, last we left off, it is session 17, haha. The party continued with their festivities. Aravid, in particular, having quite a good time with the aunt of the head of the house of the Tanager Jubilee, and being taken on a tour of the place before heading back to his room, where I believe I'll just put ourselves here because things will be happening. Yes, Duchess Velita Lothid, where I believe both Desmond and Calbion were also awaiting to do things in the nighttime. Aravid, you're able to make it back to your room. Whether you have a singular room or you're all sharing a room, you make it back to your room. Who has decided to watch during the night next?
I forgot the order by which we did it, but I don't mind just like rolling in dice.
You were next.
I was next? Okay, I'll go next.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you like to do? Are you just staying in your room, watching around?
No. I think. Remind me the organization of the guest rooms.
The organization of the guest rooms.
Yeah, like if there's anyone's room that are near us, or if the party's just like all bundled up in one corner, distant from everyone else.
All the guest rooms are near each other.
Okay.
Whether you guys have individuals or you likely have a group room, so you probably see Aravid come back.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think if that's the case, I'll probably kind of patrol around the guest room area. I'm not sure if that would be like a square, or like a single hallway, but I think that's what I would want to do.
Okay, because I've already sadly said I can't really show you this map yet. It is all the guest rooms are within a reach of 3 hallways. There's a couple of rooms you can go left down one hallway for more guest rooms, or right down another hallway for the other guest rooms.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I'd probably patrol up to the intersection then, if I'm imagining that correctly, and then like
Yes.
look down the hallways. But I probably wouldn't actively patrol down the other hallways. But just best I could see from where I'm at.
Okay, give me perception.
All right.
You're walking down the hallways. Nothing really seems amiss. Doors are closed. Quiet night, other than maybe the footfalls of some guards that you can hear in the distance.
Okay. I think seeing as like nothing's really happening, I think do I know if there's like a nearby, I don't know, a reading section or a balcony maybe?
Having not really toured this area, you are on the ground floor of the manor.
Oh, okay. Hmm. I think okay, so haven't toured the the manor. Uh I guess if I get bored enough, I'll go to the nearest area that is obviously not a residential or not like a sleeping area, I guess. The
Mhm.
whole thing's residential. Uh and I guess I'd see if there's anything like curious, any weird knickknacks or artifacts, or maybe like just books that are left out. Just something to kind of pass the time quicker.
Sure. Let's see what I can give you. Okay. While walking around and maybe opening a door or two, there's not much around the guest rooms. Um, you do find yourself in a uh, room that appears to be a sauna of some kind.
Oh, is it like going, or do I have to kind of maintain it to get it going?
You would have to get it going. It is currently not in use, but
Oh,
there's a
okay.
bench and a large brazier in the center.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's neat. I think I'll keep that in mind. But certainly shouldn't be sitting in a sauna while I'm doing a night watch. So I think after my time is up, after kind of just looking around the sauna, but not really activating it, I would wake up Calbion.
Okay. Walk back to your room and give Calbion a wake.
Right. Awake. Question. So this the final watch, is that basically until like everyone starts waking up, or
More or less, yes. That would be. I mean, you can either sleep or you can do your final watch, and then it will be close to day.
okay,
Final watch of the night.
well, okay, so I think like my character would feel like he's had enough sleep, more or less. I've rested on last hours before. Um, I go ahead and put on my get up, my outfit, and I go ahead and because as I leave my room, I look around, like just getting myself familiar with the place before I commence my general patrol around like I guess R3 general room. Um, do I need to do a perception check or anything?
Yes, please.
All right. By the way, is this perception vision based?
If you're looking around, yes, it would be.
Okay. Would be this plus more than get a +4 perception in dim light. I'm not sure if normally there's a negative modifier.
Hmm.
Regardless.
So it's that plus 4.
Yeah, so 17.
You do your patrol around the rooms. It's another quiet night as the shift begins from night to day. Um, Occasionally, again, you hear guards walking around. Um, Nothing out of the ordinary for the night.
Um, is there and I'm guessing there is like a balcony that I can use to just look around like the place just to look out in the distance. Hmm.
There are windows, but being on the ground floor, there's no like high-rise
Oh,
balcony.
okay. I suppose every now and then during my patrol I sort of just look out the window just to soak in like the outside environment, or I guess just to look around, just to burn time. But
Yep, you're
nothing
looking around on
nothing
the
really
grounds.
special.
Nothing really much. Eventually, your shift comes and goes as you're able to walk back to your room.
Right. Thankfully nothing fishy happened, so that's good.
And as night comes and goes, for those in the rooms, you all begin waking up to the sound of knocking at your door.
Well, I guess then that it is time to rise for the day.
I suppose
I
so.
open the door and kind of expect to see our flautist.
And you do.
Hello again.
I believe it is Purple Finch.
Yes.
She says, and you can see the other jesters knocking on doors, waking people up. And she would say, if you would not mind joining me, the good Lord is serving breakfast.
I would love to.
All right, this should be good.
I'll make my way comfortably.
I'll head over.
Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, you guys eventually make it to the dining room, which is now being served breakfast. There's smells of different kinds all about. And as you make it there, you walk in. You are met by your fourth companion. Anastasia has taken a seat at the table. Breakfast, as it's being served. I lied to you because I didn't read it. It's being served in the garden. There's a large table in the garden. There's large bowl of water filled with live eels is set before each guest, along with a miniature harpoon for all of you to spear your choice of fish. As you
What?
are having, yes, you are having spitchcock eel.
Is
And
this
with
is this
this-
customary to this area, this region? Is this like not uncommon for Anastasia to have run into, or is it like a special event sort of thing, but it's something that she may have run into in her social gatherings?
This is definitely not it is not uncommon, especially for these big parties, especially for the low-theed parties. And for breakfast, keeping with this order, that's not what I wanted. You have 2 rounds of social business.
Wonderful. Are the standings correct for available to influence?
Yes, that is all correct.
Okay.
Everyone is here for breakfast except for the people who can be influenced that I previously thought could. They're just there. You can talk to them. You won't get anything from them.
Might have to just talk to some people. I know we haven't fully succeeded with the crabs. We have, I believe we have Honora pretty well, and then we also have Okara.
Yes, that's what I have here. And then I think Voynum's still up in the air.
Who was
I
working
thought
on
we did
Voynum?
pretty well with Voynum. Yeah. Okay, I'll drop my plate by the crabs. Let's see if they'll have me for conversation
Oh,
again.
Okay.
Don't
What would
spear
you
them.
like to do?
I won't spear them. I'm not proficient with it.
Are you trying to influence?
Yeah. Let's try to influence.
All right, so you can bluff, you can diplomacy, you can knowledge local, knowledge nobility.
Okay. Let's have a rousing diplomatic conversation. Try to convince her to be more or less on our good side.
All right.
Oh, that was very good. 26.
Okay, congratulations. You begin talking to her, and I believe was it you or was it Anna who was messing up their conversation with the crabs previously?
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I was messing up with Honora.
But well, then you join in with the crabs again. It's the mother crab really leading the conversation.
Right.
But it is a good conversation, and you gain a point of influence.
I got 3 points, everyone.
Calbion.
Alright. Doesn't show his name. What's the other Lothi sibling? Like,
You talking about Bartleby?
yeah, Bartleby.
Yes, he is the count. He is running this party.
I will go ahead and I'm guessing there is a seat available next to him.
There probably wouldn't, honestly. He would probably be the head of the table.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go talk to my good old friend Okara. I'm gonna go influence him.
Okay. You make your way to him. He is talking to some of the other guests here about the upcoming hunt. A lot of the people here are talking about the upcoming hunt.
I'm intrigued by this. I will also participate in such a topic.
All right, so you can give me diplomacy, ride. There's also handle animal.
I will go with diplomacy.
Okay. 35. Nice. You join the conversation talking about the upcoming hunt. He mentions how no one has managed to successfully hunt the creature. There's a supposed creature in the woods beyond the estate called the Iron Lash. That no one's managed to successfully hunt. Not that the hunt is for the Iron Lash, but the Iron Lash being in the area during the hunt, no one has managed to bring it down. And that he hears the count would be quite the thankful folk if anyone brought down the Iron Lash.
I would also like to ask him a question: If are the hunting tools that we're going to be using during this, are they going to be provided by the count, or are we supposed to use our own equipment?
You'll be using your own equipment. We'll be using our own equipment, but the Count does provide hunting dogs for each group.
Right. I just want to make sure that, I don't break any rules or traditions.
Of course. Desmond.
I think seeing as no one's approaching Bartleby, I think I don't think we've even really. We did get introduced to Bartleby Lothheed, right? But like it was just very brief.
It was at the very beginning. He introduced himself to all of you, and he welcomed you to the event before he was pulled off by some other nobles. He had to introduce himself to and welcome.
I see.
Although currently, because counting there, you have 2 points of influence towards the count, so not much time spent conversing.
Okay. I think as soon as he's kind of taken a pause with his food, I would like to pull him aside to influence him.
Sure. Influence, knowledge, nobility, sense motive, bluff, diplomacy.
All right, I'm gonna bluff my way into influence. 32.
32. Okay, you are having a nice conversation perhaps about the upcoming hunt, which he does seem to be very excited about, and you gain a point of influence.
Excellent.
Anna.
Okay, I think I'm going to continue to try to influence the Baroness.
The Baroness Adela Voynam.
Yes.
Okay. That would be knowledge, geography, history, ride, diplomacy, or intimidate.
Do I still have a +2 circumstance bonus for my performance in the joust, or is that gone?
I would say a new day. No, she is still impressed that you beat out the two men. It would still be there.
Okay.
She would still be very happy to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll brag the shit out of that, so we'll go with that. So that puts me at a 10. Oops, that's 26.
Yes, and that was whispered accidentally. Well, congratulations. You've shifted her attitude successfully with enough influence.
Huzzah!
As you are conversing, she starts talking about some of the wines that the Count is providing, and she goes, I must admit, I do have quite a fondness for the grapes of the Bettany vineyards, but that they produced before the fields were flooded, and if you or anyone else can manage to restore the estate farms, I'd happily agree to a trade deal that would provide with extensive infrastructure repairs. I'd be more than grateful to send coin to be spent on improvements if these vineyards can be repaired.
I think that is a wonderful conversation of topic that I will make sure to bring up to the people who are going to be in charge of the town. I see no reason why they wouldn't invest in something like that, and with your backing and support, I can see it flourishing once again.
Well, do pass along my thoughts. I'm more than willing to offer coin.
Of course, of course. And now back to the just absolutely atrocious writing of that man, and just go right back into the topic.
Okay. She's laughing. We're having a good time. Erevan, round 2.
Okay. Fuck it, let's keep going. Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Not as good, not bad. 19?
19. Okay. 19's good.
Yay! I like it when things are good.
Okay. You begin talking to her, the mother crab, Dame Crab, and it was you, Aravid, who was given the quote unquote key to the estate, right? You have the deed.
I believe it was passed to me, yeah?
Okay. She would say she enjoyed wine from the grapes of the Bettany estate, yeah. Dame Crab would say, now that you have shifted her attitude,
Yay.
would say, oh, as new neighbors, you must come to my estate for tea later, sometime soon, I would hope. We must continue our conversations then. Talk more about the county and the new estate and town you have taken over.
Yes, that would be lovely. It's a fine place around here.
I'm misspelling words. I don't like that. You are having that lovely conversation. She has invited you to her estate, Kelbion.
Let's see. Well, I suppose I'm not gonna. Well, I'm not doing really much besides, curing, heal, and talking to Okara and the others that I guess just about like random topics or continuing to talk the topic about the hunt. So I suppose I'll influence Okara more.
Okay. Same rolls from before. 38. Okay. You talking more. You get another point of influence. Desmond.
All right. I think I would kind of discuss some of the details of the hunt and see if there's any sort of a shortcuts perhaps, or maps that we could study beforehand, stuff like that. But I will attempt to influence him.
Okay, the Count.
The Count.
Okay, Count Chocula.
Count Chocula with a 39.
39. Let's see here. The Count, more interested now in this conversation, talking about the hunt. He does say, no, most people go into the territories blind, although usually those who go in know these lands well enough. We'll draw straws to determine who gets which section of the of the land to hunt on.
Oh, I see. Very interesting. So it's very much a lottery, and then an ability to act on any opportunity depending on what you drew.
Yes.
Okay, so part luck, part skill. It's interesting.
Anna, sticking with, or are you changing people?
I think I'm gonna stick with, but I want to see if I can discover a weakness.
Sure, that is a sense motive.
Cool. I'm kind of hoping since she's lightened up, maybe the DC is better. Yeah, I'll take the 21.
I shall whisper.
Whispers!
The weakness.
The weakness. Does she have a... Tell me her Achilles heel. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, it's so funny because part of that pie, I was gonna lead into a conversation with her with that, and then I was like, I think I still have that ride bonus, and that's the only reason I didn't do it. Dang it.
As that ends, the Count stands up from his seat, gets to the head of the table again and announces, "Now that you have all enjoyed your breakfast, would you mind joining me to the nearby woods to begin the hunt?"
I'm not exactly sure what I'll be capable of, but I stand up and, collect myself.
I will inquire to the nearest guard if horses were allowed during this event or if it was all expected to be on foot.
The guard would say, in response to your question, "This is an on-foot event. The woods are a bit dense for horses. Everyone will be on even playing field without."
Okay, thank you. And I will excuse myself to go change into more appropriate gear for the hunt.
Okay. As you all join up for the hunt in new outfits, there is a little bowl that the Count is drawing names from. You also see that there are various peasants dressed as various animals that you are told this is a mock hunt. These peasants dressed as animals are to be released from the estate to hide within nearby territories. And then you assembled hunters are allowed to track your quarries and bring them back to the palace. The use of these fake quarries helps prevent accidental injuries that may otherwise mar this grand event. Those who bring back their quarries first will, of course, win the hunt. Are there any questions before we do drawing of the territories that our hunters will be given?
None. Other than, I guess something that I can observe for myself if I was actually there. How many people are participating?
It is 4 groups of hunters. Yourselves, it is Lord Titus Cassava and his little cronies, and 2 other groups.
Based off the observation as well, how many targets are for each set? Is it one quarry that we're going after? Is it 3? Like, what's the actual number?
Each group has 1 peasant dressed up as an animal.
Okay, got it.
And then I guess this is
something, but I
more
can't find it.
mechanical. I'm not sure if we're allowed to know it yet, but will the four of us be hunting together so we can rely on like a specialist tracker's ability to find somebody?
Yes, you are your group.
Okay, got it.
Okay, I have another situational question because I'm from the area. The peasants that are participating in this, have I met them before? And do I know if do I know or can I tell if they're doing this willingly or if they're doing this because basically they were threatened to? Threatened is a harsh term, but basically like they don't want to do it, but they have to do it.
Give me a knowledge local and a sense motive.
Okay. Do I get a bonus because of my family's background?
I'm going to say no for this because your family probably haven't spent a lot of time specifically in the estates of the Count.
Okay, got it. All right. History first? Local?
Yep.
13 and sense motive. Yeah, definitely gonna take that natural.
The second one was the sleight of hand, but I don't think you need to roll again.
I do not. You are absolutely correct.
The 13, none of them really stand out to you. You can't really recall. You probably haven't seen. These peasants may just be servants of the Count that you don't recognize. 27 sense motive. These peasant servant volunteers, they definitely don't seem happy about being here. But a part of the hunt is each of these volunteers are rewarded a certain amount of gold upon their return. So it's like I don't really want to be here, but I'm getting money to be here.
Is there any way to know or deduce, like, would this be a knowledge nobility check to know if the priority for the peasant is to stay hidden the longest or to come back first?
Yeah, give me a knowledge nobility.
Sure.
Participating in the hunt for the first time, you aren't sure. You aren't sure until the Count does tell the rules more. Each peasant, their goal is to successfully evade capture until nightfall, in which when they return, it's kind of like an either-or game. If the hunters can bring back the peasant, the hunters get the reward. If the peasants survive, they get the reward.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like non-lethal Hunger Games.
That being said, if we're like shooting them with stuff, we can state non-lethal damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just wanted that completely clarified. All right, cool.
Yes. And as hunt is coming down, everyone's kind of sitting around for an hour. There is a certain time everyone's getting ready. You are one of the guards brings 2 bloodhounds to your side to keep track, to help you with your hunt. Purple Finch, your guide, is coming with you as well. and you are told your quarry is a man named Mophis, dressed as an ox. The count says each peasant, each volunteer will be given an hour lead, so they have already ran into the various territories. And as he is drawing the territories for each group, he pulls out the territory for your group. He announces your group, and he says, "Our newcomers to the hunt seemingly have either been rewarded with luck, or some would say not so lucky, as they have been given the Brashen Deeps for their territories." And you hear some people oohing, some people awing in shock. And the Count continues with, as you all know, no one has successfully hunted in the Brashen Deeps on account due to it being the territory of the Iron Lash. So good luck to them.
Interesting.
Okay.
Among us four, do we have any really good survival guys?
Yeah, I guess
feel
if
like
we
that'll
get
be
to
fun.
discuss things, not at
Survival-
all.
No, jeez.
I've never had to chase anyone or anything down. I'm a fucking noble.
Got it.
Anastasia would also give a blank stare and just kind of look down at her noble guard and then look back up and shake her head like, no. This is not what I do. I ride a horse. Leave me alone.
Calbion, did any of that time spent in the workshop somehow evolve your abilities to track down another human being?
No, it did not. I spent most of my time in the workshop, even back in my territory. My siblings were the expert hunters.
All right. Noted. Mechanically speaking, are we allowed to know the benefit that the bloodhounds confer to us?
The Bloodhounds give no bonuses.
Oh, they're just
To
for flavor?
They do not give any bonuses to skills rolled, I should say.
Oh, okay. So, okay. I guess as a player, I'm just assuming now that they actually serve like a combat purpose to fight like the lash thingy. Okay, that makes some sense. Okay, so our survival is shit. Okay. That said, I'm just gonna wait and listen contently to the opening ceremony speech.
The opening ceremony speech is as simple as, everyone has been invited due to this new group being all of our new neighbors and taking on the Bettany Estates. So we wish them good luck in the Brashen Deep, and we wish everyone else good luck in their hunts. For now, everyone take arms and enjoy the hunt. And other groups begin grabbing their weaponry and set off into their various territories.
Cool. Oh right,
Right.
I gotta
do
give
this.
me my panache back because we slept.
You did. What's a good hunt music. Let's do what was this one? No, we'll do
That's a
this
chase.
basement floor. We'll do basement floor.
These trees, they're positively electric.
That one's even dancing.
Oh, no, that's just the wind.
So as you all begin walking, you are walking through a hilly pine forest, various rocky creeks, shallow caves, covered in low-lying ferns, chicory, and wild asparagus. You are definitely in a rough environment for a hunt, and Anna, you are grateful you did not bring a horse, as this, again, area would be even more difficult to ride. Someone will have to give me a survival check.
All right, so I think once we get to the destination, Desmond would kind of summon his snake Morpheus out from his sleeve and chant to it. In my darkest nightmares, I chased footsteps through the darkness only to find the beast of madness. And I'm gonna switch my +8 bonus to survival.
Okay.
Oh, you could just pull that out. No, that's fine. Just a casual +8 switch up.
It's very handy.
I don't feel like is that +8?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
Okay. As you are walking, you're taking quite some time in these woods. About 30 minutes go by before, with a 23, you do uncover a set of pretty fresh human footprints
Okay.
leading deeper into the Brashen Deep.
Excellent work. Keep us going.
Will
I
do.
personally like to keep lookout for non-human activity in the
Right.
area. I'll let the human tracking go to Sir Desmond.
Sure. Give me a perception.
Ugh, that was a hard slam, but a good number. 27.
27. As you're walking, again, time's going by, you're following these tracks. You hear it first, Aravid. You can hear the sounds of rushing and the sounds of faint distress. You hear, "Oh God, someone help me! Help!"
Okay, well, I'm gonna hear that distress, and there's a person, so I'm gonna dash forward. Let's go. Don't have to spare.
I'll
Yep.
follow Aravid, please.
Yep, right on his heels too.
I'm
As-
gonna
Yeah.
give myself 1 burn to activate my armor.
Okay. And as you do this, as you all begin running, all of you begin hearing this distressed shouting off in the distance before you come to a smallish clearing of trees where you all hear a deafening roar, and you see a man dressed as an ox, bleeding profusely and desperately dodging between trees away from the swipes of a massive manticore.
Oh, that's not gonna do.
What spell, Anna, what would you want to get off while running?
Mage armor.
Sure.
Awesome, thank you.
And now we'll roll some initiative. As the Iron Lash of Merit is in the distance. Chasing poor Mofus. The bloodhounds are barking up a storm, but they are not meant for taking part in the fighting of the lash. They are just here to track. So they will not be a part of this. But Desmond, you are up first. Picture this place covered in trees.
All right. Picturing place covered in trees. I'm gonna run behind this ugly-looking tree over here that looks like it has a face on it. Let's see. That is 30. Okay. And this thing is wide a ways away. What's my range? 30. But oh no, I already used my okay, I'm gonna spend my action to gather power.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can instead gather power for one full round. Oh, never mind. I guess I'm taking a 5-foot step. There we go. And I'm gathering power.
Alrighty. Hugh/Calbion.
I'm guessing there's a lot of like scattered trees between us.
Yes,
oh wait,
you're in woods.
Okay. I'm gonna go attempt to stealthily. Actually, no, I'm not gonna. I'll rush forward. One. Six, then I'm gonna spend my action. I believe. Am I allowed to spend my action again to, or was that in a? I had to do that in a straight.
Ooh, that is a good question if everything is considered difficult. Let me check. The area is the undergrowth is thickened in this area of the Brashen Deep, so probably would be because as of my notes, if you brought a horse here, riding would be physically impossible.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
that sounds like difficult terrain.
Okay, so even if I dash forward, I would only half with 30 total. This is about as far as I get.
Yeah, each square of terrain counts as 2 squares of movement.
Okay. That's all I could.
Okay, poor old Mofus. He is running for his life. Help me, help! She's just gonna get like right here and just try going. Anna.
Would yelling at the thing to try to convince it to switch targets be considered an action?
I think that is a thing. That would be an action because you can, what's the word? Yes, it would be because you can, God, I'm blanking on the word. It's not intimidate, but you can call for enemies to get their attention on you. That is an action.
Okay. So she's gonna move 10, 20, 30, and then I would like to scream at this thing. Hey, you big ugly luck. That is not food. Come over here and fight me. And I guess intimidate. What is that? What is that style roll? Is it persuasion?
It's definitely a thing because I remember looking at it. But the word, I'm blanking on the word. I can't figure out what it is. But I know it exists.
Is it taunt?
Yes.
Hey!
Probably.
Or demoralize is what's used in Pathfinder 2. I don't know if that's...
Well, that is a little bit of a different action.
Shaken.
It could be like a dirty trick, maybe. But other than that, I think it's something like provoke.
That's the word I wasn't thinking of.
Oh, is it provoke?
I think that is, yeah, provoking. Try and call out to an enemy.
Neat.
Maybe that isn't the word.
Oops.
But I remember reading about it ages ago. Just give me an intimidate.
Okay. Okay. Intimidate. Let's go. I am intimidating. I'm pretty intimidating.
Okay. The Iron Lash of Merit. Well, it's gonna turn its attention towards you. Anything else?
I need to check and see if I can pull out my weapons as a swift action, but I don't think so. No, because it's an action. No, it's what's it to draw a weapon? Is it a move action?
It's a move to draw a weapon, but it can be in combination with also actually moving if you have at least one base attack bonus. At least a +1.
I do have a +1. Can I do that? That's the only other thing that I'd want to do with my turn.
Sure.
Awesome. So I have unsheathed my small, thin, curved blade that I have.
Okay. The Iron Lash. Okay. The Iron Lash is going to put his large paws into the ground and lift off into the air. No, hold on, he was here? Okay, he's lifting off. Good, just going over everyone. I'm doing a little fly thing. Do a little bit of flight. Let me make sure it's movement. Right there, and because he has a thingy, Let's see here. He's not gonna do a thing. He's just gonna remain where he is. He'll touch down, crash back onto the ground. Actually, no, he won't. He's gonna stay in the air. He's not high above the ground. Oh. Okay, he's not gonna be high above the ground. He's about maybe 10, but he's up there. He's hovering. Wings a flapping, making lovely dust around the area. Aravid, the Iron Lash, is flying your way.
Yeah, I see that. Hopefully they'll be able to get a little closer. Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. Okay, so I can't really do all that much this turn. So let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, flat run. I can even go here if you, yeah, because I basically need to be running in a straight line. Actually, I'm not sure if I can flat run in difficult terrain. That's a good point. Hold on. I might just have to, yeah, okay. Can't run a charge across difficult terrain. Okay, so instead, I was like right here. I guess I can just double move, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and I'm gonna take a bit of a way out. So yeah, double move, working my way through. I wanted to see if I could get to Mophis, but I can't run. And I can't really do too much else. So yeah, I'm pulling myself a little bit out of the way of Anastasia.
All
Hopefully.
right,
That's it.
Desmond.
All right, Desmond is going to. I guess. Is this entire battle map just considered difficult terrain? Because I don't think I can take a 5-foot step. Okay, I can't take 5-foot steps on difficult terrain then. We'll say that this square was the only clear square. I'm gonna gather energy as a move action, and then I'm gonna release everything. I'm gonna extend its range with. First time I've actually gotten to use extended range. And then I'm also gonna add to it Entangling Infusion. So if it gets hit, which I guess is an important first. Here we go. Ooh, versus touch? I don't know.
Let's see. Let me go look at the Iron Lash. The Iron Lash of Merit. It hits.
Excellent. Okay, so it's gonna need to make a. Which one is it? Half the wild talents effective. Oh, okay, so it's like level 2, I think. Yeah. Level 2, 12 plus. Ooh. DC 16. DC 16
what?
or become entangled. That's a good question. Escape artist or strength?
Escape artist or strength?
Oh, as a standard action. Never mind. So it's just entangled. So you
Okay.
can remove it as a standard action. Neat.
It's -2 penalty on all attack rolls and a -4 penalty to dexterity.
Quick question.
And-
If that thing's entangled,
yeah.
does that thing from falling?
Oh no, it doesn't prevent it.
Doesn't
from...
say, no.
Yeah, I don't think it falls. That's an
Just
amazing.
slowed
apron.
down.
Yeah, it's just moving at half speed. If I can get it next to a tree though, and I use that ability again, then I can anchor it to a tree.
Yeah.
All right, that's my
Okay, so
turn.
11 damage and
Yeah.
entangled. Alrighty. Calbion.
Okay, so that thing is 10 feet above. Is it 10 or 20?
It is 10. It is hovering 10 feet up.
Okay, so I'm gonna move forward. I'll have to move forward, I think, 10. Which is basically 20 movement, and then I'll be able to. Alright, I'm gonna whip out my pistol, or my dragon pistol, and I'm gonna go attempt to gun this thing down.
Okay. Okay. When I can't believe I am saying this as a gunslinger, but when a touch crits, the confirm has to be towards the same thing. So it's the confirm is versus the touch AC, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't really see why it wouldn't.
Okay. One moment, please.
Sure.
Need to do something. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
According to what I'm reading, it seems like it targets the same AC that it targeted with the attack. Or at least that's the
Okay.
implication. Yeah.
So, it would confirm, but due to the iron spikes of the iron lash, your crit is treated as normal damage.
But it,
So it
Okay,
does not
so-
get any critical bonuses. It is just
Okay, so,
normal damage for the pistol.
right, so do I just roll the damage then?
Yeah. If I'm reading this ability correctly, and I did read it correctly multiple times. No, I'll tell you, it's not immune, but if I just want to make sure I'm reading this right. It has fortification, which says there's a chance that the critical hit is negated and damage is instead rolled normally. so.
You said chance. So what does it have to roll or do to proc it?
It is. I'm gonna keep that knowledge to myself.
Okay, I'm
That's
guessing it
fair.
procs it then.
So 9 points of damage. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all I can do. I used up all my movement and I fired my gun.
Mophis is continuing to run. Get right there. Anna.
I would yell at the guy in the ox costume to start heading this way instead of running towards us. Be like, no, run away from the area where the giant thing is going to land.
He sees people and he's just shouting, just help me, help! And he's running towards the people.
Yeah, I will scream
he
at
is-
him to go southwards, like get away from the thing.
I will point out that he is injured, so
I don't think he's
Supposedly.
injured. I think we're all just
He
slow.
is
No,
covered in blood.
he's injured.
he's quite injured.
Well, still, don't run to the thing that's injuring you.
No, absolutely.
yeah, so I'm
I'm
just
with
gonna-
you on that.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna yell at him to run south, and Anastasia can't help him at all. So you run away from the thing that's gonna kill you. I'm guessing his attention is now on Calbion instead.
Most
Due to
likely.
the shot. Okay. So I will move again 10, 20, 30, and I will cast a shield on myself, and that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. The Iron Lash of Merit has some pretty violent things it can do. Very violent things it can do. And it will do. Yep, it has violet things to do. It's going to hit you with purple things.
Oh no.
No, it's going to remain hovering because it can. And it's just going to take its full thing to lash out with 4 tail spikes that are going to be thrown towards Calbion.
Ah.
So it is
I'm guessing-
throwing some spikes.
I'm guessing the trees aren't providing me cover.
Likely not.
Okay. I had
The first one is a 29.
Okay, that made contact.
Oh yeah, there are 4 spikes, by the way, if I didn't say that. 4 spikes.
Yeah.
I need to look up another thing. Just to make sure I'm giving you correct numbers. A creature that is taking bleed damage takes the listed amount of damage at the beginning of its turn. Okay. So that is 11 points from the spike. They are slashing. And 3 points of bleed. The next spike is a 28
Yeah. That
for
connects.
for 9 points and increasing the bleed up to 5. The third spike, my bad. Third spike is a 22.
Good question. Is that 3? Is the bleed damage up to 5 the amount I'm gonna take next turn?
Yes, it is now up to 6 if a 22 hits you.
Yeah. Just a moment. I need to go calculate the previous damage first. So.
Game Master, just to double check, this one explicitly says it stacks.
If it doesn't, I'm making it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, this third one hit too.
So 13 points of damage, upping it to 6. I feel like bleed should stack. You're bleeding.
Oh no, I mean I understand the logic, right? The default rules don't have it that way, but I'm
Well,
okay with stacking
sometimes
bleed.
you gotta make it different. Sometimes you gotta.
It's deadlier.
Yes, and also, this is something I would likely do in any other game. You're bleeding out. Multiple bleeds would make you bleed more.
More holes means more blood.
Listen, it's how it works in MMOs, right? Fourth spike is a 29.
Yeah.
For 9 damage and making it 7 bleed.
Okay, so I am. Oh, I'm at negative 8 HP now.
I mean, I can tell you what one of the rolls were, Aravid, if you really want to know. If you really want to know, I could tell you. Yes, Calbion has 4 spikes all lodged into him, bleeding profusely. And because it has a thing... Oh, no, it didn't, because I didn't have him move. So he's just going to stay hovering as Calbion gets dropped. Aravid.
We technically do have a pseudo healer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave
remind me
it for 1 turn.
How much bleed do I currently have? Was it 9?
7.
Okay. Trying to get a different angle on this. 10, 25, 35, and I'd like to strike up at it.
Ooh, okay.
If it's gonna be low enough, I might as well take my chances with it. Okay. Oh, well, no, I don't have a 10-foot reach, but I'm 6 feet tall, and I have a 5-foot reach, so... Oh, no. You failed me. It's only 11.
No. Only an 11. An 11.
Pittance of an attack.
It does not hit the iron lash.
No. Shouldn't. That's okay.
If that is all,
Should be all.
we should go to Desmond.
Alright. I think seeing Calbion downed, Desmond's gonna go... Okay, so I can move effectively 15 feet. Okay, so I'll take 2 diagonals here. And, yeah, I think I'll take a shot at it from here. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's... it's just outside. Never mind. I think I'm taking a double move. From here, I think I'll go here and prepare an action to drop prone if I can't find cover behind a tree.
Okay. Oh, okay, hold on a second. I just need to Google something just so that I know my own sake. And I've already committed.
An atrocity, yes.
Yes, I know. And I'm going to commit going forward. And you can blame me for it all you want, but I've committed already. Does it make sense? It just makes sense, all right? I will take any flack my way. It just makes sense. But I think I've done something really horrible to you guys.
I don't think you're going to keep yourself, or you're able to close.
I don't know what you just said. You were very robotic.
Sorry. Is it something that you're going to keep to yourself, or is it something that you?
Well, I think I killed you.
Huh. Oh. Hmm. That's my first.
Yeah? Based on, like, a special ability? Or just rules at large?
Well, if bleed remains after being dropped, and he takes damage at the top of his round.
How far down
And
are
I
you?
forget. I'm at -8 or
Yeah,
-8.
-8. And your constitution?
Constant. The number
I'm guessing
is
not 16.
Oh, 13. So yeah, I'm guessing that means I will die next turn.
Okay. Well,
Okay, well, it helps develop the characters.
I mean, if Desmond is able to do literally anything.
I
he has
need to
reach
be
me.
touch. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Die in his
I-
hand.
My blast is ranged, but the healing is touch.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought the healing was range too. You were so far back, I would have done something different, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I committed to the bleed before I realized it would kill you.
It's fine.
I can't really go back and take that back.
No, don't worry. And Desmond's gonna have a lot of explaining to do.
Okay, I can. Okay.
It-
Because it's happened early, and a part of me does feel bad because I committed to changing how bleed works, and then realized, oh, I just killed you. I'll give you, like, death throws. You get one round to do something.
Oh, to even do something. Wow. That's crazy.
One round to attack, or, like, your death throws. You can't heal yourself. You're dying.
Oh wait, so is this like my I forget what it's called. Like with my dying breath, I'm gonna.
Yeah, this is your helmet. This is you've brought in a horde of enemies, and you are holding a button to blow up C4, but you're also going to be in the blast.
I guess as for Hugh, as his vision is darkening, he takes one more of his slugs. He loads it in as a free action because I built for that. Then he lines up the shot and he squeezes the trigger at the manticore. As just a final, you can fill in the sentence.
A final hurrah.
It does have -4 to its dexterity if that affects its touch.
Let me do something. Let me actually edit the Iron Lash to see if I can put that in. That didn't do anything. Hold on. pretty sure it does. You will hit. Roll your damage.
All right.
Okay. This may be your last hurrah. I will use this rule that I was just given by fellow GM. If you are able to heal the bleeding Calbion before his next turn, above his negative HP, you can bring him to life. But as of now, he is bleeding. He is dead. He's gone his last hurrah. He will die.
All right, and I am applying the 7 bleed damage now. As my guy collapses.
As he fires off one final blow and then falls bleeding out, Mophis is going to take the advice and just begin sprinting. Anna.
Good. He fucking went the direction he needed to. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just gonna use, because I don't even have any potions on me, so I have nothing that can help Calbion. So I just got to provide cover at this point. So I'm gonna use my movement and my action to move around the other side of the Manticore. So I think I can get there. 1, 5, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, easy. Yeah, so that's my movement. Is this considered flanking because it's a large creature for Aravid?
I'm gonna add, are flying / hovering creatures similar to other systems where if you want to get flanking on them, you have to be on the same level as them? Asking this towards the other GM in the game.
If you're using the standard flanking rules, yeah, you'd have to be able to physically draw a line through it even in 3D space. Otherwise, if you're using my rules, it's up to you on where it was facing.
It's facing Hugh, but I'm gonna use the base rules. I think you would have to be on same level of the Iron Lash to get the flanking. If it landed, you would get flanking.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do. I'll just go there.
Okay, well, the Iron Lash is landing.
Oh, thank God.
He drops to the ground and is going to turn. You know what? His lovely face is already looking at Aravid. He's gonna try and bite you, Aravid. That is a natural 20 with a 14 to confirm.
It'll hit. It'll simply hit.
So no confirm?
No, not for a 14. Okay. You idiot.
Okay. Well, all right.
I'm kidding.
Suddenly it hits.
Oh, I was joking. The crit confirm roll is also a natural 20.
You know what? I'll kill 2 PCs today.
No, I'm having fun.
It is
I saw the blood
10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Kill all of you.
Ouch.
You know what? I already have the taste for blood. I have the
you
taste.
freaking shark. All right, whatever. Whatever, Zood.
Aravid, you just got a chunk taken out of you.
Ouch. Yeah, I definitely wasn't parrying that. What else can I do? Well, I've got that. That would be useful.
I could imagine you could do things.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I can do. It is looking at me, so there's no shot in hell that I can get any kind of advantage on it. I guess I'll just... Yeah, I'll try to slash at it.
Oakley dokley.
Or pierce.
Bite it back.
Hey, if I can, I've got a biting remark for it.
You know, I hear if
Okay, that's a
If,
19?
if you bite if a zombie bites you, you turn into a zombie. But if you bite a zombie, they turn into a human. Maybe it works with manticores.
Will a 19 hit?
A 19, with the -4, will.
Sure. All right, then, as a swift action to follow
because
up,
he is tangled.
I'm gonna demoralize him.
You're going to demoralize.
I'm demoralizing it. I am just a puny little twig stabbing up at him. 18 to intimidate, which to demoralize, which if I remember, well, I got the book right here. Demoralize is the DC is equal to 10 plus the target's hit dice plus the target's wisdom modifier. And I got an 18.
Okay, so what's the DC? Sorry. Or not DC, what's the save?
No save. I've rolled an 18 to intimidate. Their DC to be intimidated is 10 plus your wisdom plus your hit dice.
10 plus wisdom plus hit dice. Does that mean the max of the hit dice?
That means how, like, if it
Or how many they have?
Yeah, how many, like, if it has 4 hit dice, then it would be +4.
Okay, so 10 plus wisdom plus hit dice.
Correct. Modifier. Wisdom modifier.
Demoralize.
Okay, so for one turn, it is shaken, I think. Yeah, shaken. Which is
not stirred.
Better for us to be shaken. And then for the actual damage,
-2 penalty on attack rolls, huh? Okay.
Sweet. Okay, so we got a d6 plus 5 because precision damage still works on it. 9 damage.
Crit or sneak attack that might not happen. It is crits or sneak attack that might just not happen. Your special does go through. So 9 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to be clear that my 4 precision damage does get negated if like sneak attack would also be negated or criticals.
Oh, okay. Then I need to roll a dice.
Okay.
It goes through.
Okay, so yeah, 5 base, 4 precision, 9 damage.
Okay, the Iron Lash is hurting.
So am I.
And if that is all, we go to
yeah, I think so. I've got my arm up and my rapier out. I'm hurt a little bit, but hoping to get this done.
All right, I'm gonna run up. My hand already glowing and magic kineticist water kind of flowing in between my fingers, and I'm gonna use kinetic healer. So,
okay.
Calbion will be healed for. I think that second one's for like crits.
Yep. That's
okay,
true.
So that will be 9 damage.
And 9 healing, and how much non-lethal?
4 non-lethal.
I guess technically that wouldn't matter as for like the bottom threshold. He would just be still unconscious for longer the more he was healed.
At the very least, since he healed hit point damage, the bleeding stops.
Yeah.
Is
Hit points
this
plus 9. How you looking, bud? How
Well,
you
let's
looking
see, hold on.
compared to your constitution?
through the application of? Is this a spell that cures hit point damage?
It's
Bleeding
the-
can be stopped by a DC 15 heal check or through the application of any spell.
I think it's a spell-like ability.
And
it's
if,
it's
to my
magical
knowledge,
healing.
I do think spell-like abilities do count for all intents and purposes as spells.
All right.
Hooray!
Get back here. You're not dead yet.
Don't know if that's enough.
Oh no.
What's the comparison for like Calbion's HP
Maybe it
versus the Constitution?
Healing a dead PC above negative their con.
Oh, above negative their con? Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
not sure it
so
was-
like the same threshold for death.
Well, we'll go to Calbion.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at -6 HP now. So I'm not sure what happened.
We're finding out if I'm a murderer is what's happening.
Don't worry about it. The Iron Lodge just another person. Or it's first.
So you're stable-ish. Is that how that works? Or I know.
Yeah, to me.
Okay,
Oh,
so you're.
Well, if you get healed like by magical means, then you don't get the unconscious bleed. It's only when you're hit down to unconscious that you're bleeding while you're there. But you're like stabilized, just unconscious. Yeah.
Okay. Creatures in a dying creature can take no actions on the character's next turn after being reduced to negative hit points but not dead, and all subsequent turns, the character must make a DC to become stable. The character takes penalties on this roll equal to his negative hit point total. Character that's stable does not need to make this check. If the character fails this check, he loses 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
So would that mean a Constitution needs to be made right now?
No.
Well, that depends
Unless
on
you're-
the third line. That's like if they became stable because of aid from another character, such as a heal check or magical healing, then the character
Yeah.
no longer loses hit points.
He would
That's not
if you're
undying.
He would if you're like superimposing that he's no longer stable. Or was never
Would-
stable.
Okay, I need to know what constitutes being stable.
Sure.
Because I've always let's see. Because I've okay, a character who's dying but who stopped losing hit points and still has negative hit points is stable. Okay, I've been like stable. I thought stable means like, you're at flat 0. The character's no longer dying but still unconscious. If the character has become stable with another character, then the character no longer has hit points. The character can make a DC 10 Constitution check each hour. The character's become stable. He's still at risk. Okay, so he's stable, not dying, but could die again.
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
All right. Mofus
Very
just
at
ducked
risk.
behind this log. Anna, you would have flanking because the Iron Lash is looking at Aravid.
Get you that +2.
Awesome. Awesome. Love that for me. Great. So it's gonna be this roll +2. That's a natural 20 with a natural 20 to confirm.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Oh god.
Fucking Jesus. That's amazing.
I need to roll something, though, to see if your nat 20 actually does nat 20 damage.
Okay. My double nat 20. Don't you take this from me, bye.
Your
Holy crap.
double nat 20. Hold on. This dice roller is horrible. I need to use another dice roller. I'm sorry. Okay, your hit will go through.
Yay!
Hooray!
Okay, so damage is 16 plus sneak attack damage. Does the sneak attack go through? Because you made it sound like that might be a no.
Oh yeah, hold on. I wonder if that would be considered two separate rolls. One roll for the crit to see if crit damage goes through, and then another roll to see if the sneak goes through.
I think it's all included in one roll, but if you're counting the dice rolled for the damage in total, then it would be two different sets of dice.
Well, looking at his the ability from the Iron Lash.
Oh, okay.
Let me just reread it. When a critical hit or a sneak attack is scored on the wearer. So, I mean, it was both. So I'm going to treat it as two different. So your crit's going to go through. The sneak attack, however, is negated.
Okay, so the sneak attack doesn't go through, but the 16 damage does.
Yes.
Okay. Do you offer crit cards? Pie?
I do, but I do not have them up right now, so we will bring that back next session.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, 16 damage for the double crit. But I only have one attack, so we're not high enough to have multiple. So that is the end of my turn.
Okay, the Iron Lash. The Iron Lash turns around.
Yeah, no shit.
The Iron Lash turns around. And the Iron Lash is going to swing at you fully with 2 claws. And I believe he has a -2 to these.
That's correct.
Yeah, an extra -2 from the thing. He's got a couple of minuses going.
So -4 then.
Yes.
That does not hit. Your AC is above 14, right?
Yep.
Yes.
That is a nat 1. He misses both claws.
Oh.
That definitely misses. Yeah, sorry.
Aravid.
All right, let's go. Ugh. Not as good, but actually with an plus 11, 16? I don't think that's gonna work.
16 does not strike the Iron Lash. You go to swing, but the iron barbs of armor on the lash just deflect it.
So this
Is it
thing
in-
has 19 AC.
Yeah, it's a standard action to demoralize, so I'd have to hit in order to get it off.
Got it.
That's a shame. I will.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, if
shoot.
it was lower, then he would have hit.
No.
Okay, so 16 still not great, even with the dexterity minuses. That's okay. Turnover.
I'll be honest.
Hell, be
It could
honest.
hit. It could hit. But I don't know how to alter these monster sheets to get these minuses. So it doesn't hit because nothing changes when I alter anything.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
So until I
That's-
figure out how to alter things, I'm just going off of what my brain thinks is correct, and a 16 would not hit going off
Okay.
of my brain.
Works for
Okay.
me.
Fair enough.
Because these, I tried dropping his dexterity lower earlier when he got entangled.
Yeah.
And nothing changed with anything.
Mm.
So, I don't think it's me. I think it's the sheets. Desmond!
All right. Calbion, wake up! And then he's gonna use a kinetic healer again.
Slap.
Here's another slap back and forth. 4 non-lethal and 6 healing. I mean, that might do something.
But 4 non-lethal.
I'm still down.
Okay.
How
So
many
that was
non-lethal do I have, by the way? I have
8 non-lethal. Yeah.
What is it if the non-lethal is higher than your HP? You're still out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then as a move action, I would begin to gather power.
Okay, Calbion is stone cold Steve Austin right now. Mophis is just hiding. Anna.
Alrighty. So I don't have flanking anymore because he's facing me, or I have flanking because of Aravid.
No flanking because he is looking at you.
Okay, so this will not include the d6. Hey, bear. 21 to hit.
That hits.
5 points of damage to him then. Sorry, 10. 10 points of damage.
And no sneak attack because he
No sneak attack.
is not looking away from you.
I know, rude.
Okay. The Iron Lash is not looking good, but he's going to keep fighting, and he's going to try fighting you, Anna. Again, double claws.
All right, bring it on.
That is a 20,
Miss.
and that is even lower than a 20.
Still a miss.
Aravid.
Oh, yay. Let's try to get that back. No. It's even worse.
You want to?
It's not your
Tell
fault.
the class?
Well, it was 1 worse, so it's a 15 instead of a 16.
Yeah, that will not touch the Iron Lash. Anything else?
Okay. No, I just seem to be a little cursed.
Okay. Desmond.
All right. I'm gonna spend another move action, and that brings my discount up to 2 burn points. So I'm gonna throw another attack at it, and this will cause it to be rooted in place.
Okay. How do you kill the Iron Lash of merit?
I think as it kind of swipes up and tries to get Anastasia, I'm gonna curve the ray of frost right underneath its claw and hit it straight into one of the wounds that Anastasia inflicted upon it.
And as you do so, the Iron Lash, with one final blood-filled roar, drops to the ground. Let me see
And the
if
best
I have
part is it's frozen in place.
a handout. Here you go. Here is your iron lash.
Yay!
Jeebus. All right, now to tend to Calbion while you two decide what to do with our problem. May I make healing rolls out of initiative, Game Master?
You may.
Okay. So that's 9 healing, Calbion, and then another 4 non-lethal. You just let me know when
Still down.
you're still down. All right, here's another 4 and another 9 healing.
I'm up now.
Finally outpaced the
Non-lethal.
Walking to the other side.
What?
I was crossing the river.
You were crossing the river. Oh no. Well,
All my
I
ancestors.
stopped the boat. Uh, can you stand?
Let me see.
Let me change that question. Do you want to stand?
Depends. Are the 4 spikes still inside me?
Oh
Or
yes.
Yeah,
You have
they're
like
still inside you.
there's a spike in your stomach, there's a spike in your chest, there's a spike in your leg, and there's probably one in your hand where you like would put it up to have blocked.
I'm just like feeling the sensation of the 4
And they're
spikes.
they're like iron barbs, iron barbs with various like spikes sticking out of them.
I think I'm gonna sit down. You should probably tend to that other guy who's injured.
All right. You you take it easy. I guess I'll go over to Mophis since these two seem to be getting ready to probably take some time to remove the wings. Okay, yeah, they're probably going to be the ones that butcher up the manticore. So I'm going to talk to Mophis.
yeah, I'd like to just get a word out before Anna begins shipping. My eyes, don't pry themselves off of the manticore. As I say, I'm all right, but how do we get this back? It's worth, I'd say, a fair bit of money as a whole collection, but I don't really think this is conducive to travel.
I completely agree. However, carrying one wing is easier than carrying an entire body. We bring back some proof, undeniable proof that is, and then guide the guards here. They can collect the rest of the body. But if we show up with the wing as proof of it and they come back and it's missing a wing, it's kind of hard to deny that we were the ones that slain it.
I suppose.
A tooth is easy to fake, a wing is not.
Yeah, I've got no knowledge nature for any of this. I'll give you a hand.
Wonderful, thank you. Hold right there. And I will point to a section and then basically just start hacking away with my blade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
gonna say no roll is necessary. You can take your time.
Yep, we'll take our time.
As Desmond, you're approaching Mophis, and he sees you approaching in his ox costume, bleeding profusely. And as you're approaching, he's kind of like backing up in panic at your approach, and he's like, "Oh, no, don't come closer, don't bring me back."
Don't bring you back. I'm going to heal your wounds, but are you saying, or are you implying that there's something bad that will happen if we bring you back?
He's just in a panic, like, no, leave me alone, no, there's just leave me.
Sir, calm down. You're hurt. I'm going to heal you.
Give me a diplomacy.
Oh man, so many twos today.
He is backing up. He backs up further into this downed log, and he stops moving. He very breathing very heavily, panicking. And he says, "Okay, please help." And he kind of holds out his arm, but just don't bring me back. I've done nothing wrong.
I'm gonna just take a seat next to him and tend to his arm. You're right. You've done nothing wrong, but it seems to me there's something that we're missing. And then after I heal, maybe half his wounds, I would ask, is there something that you would trust me to keep secret if necessary to protect you?
If you could just get me back to my home. I live under Baroness Voynam's territories. I'm not even supposed to be here. But when the Count came through for a visit, I sold him some butter. He accused me of selling him sour butter, and he put me in the stocks and then sent me here. Like some sick game.
Could I... Okay. His costume is beyond messed up, but beneath the costume, does it look like he has, like, peasant clothes?
It looks like rags.
Rags, okay. Can I sense motive him and see if he's telling the truth?
Sure.
Hello, sense motive. There you go.
He is being quite the honest man, especially in panic of death.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna say here, remove the ox costume. It's bloodied and torn and ragged. We'll bring this back as proof that we may have found you, but you can go ahead and head back. Do I suspect that would be enough, especially with the manticore?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, Purple Finch is there, right?
Oh, she's here watching everything with the dogs too. She's just kind of like eyes wide open watching all this with interest and shock because she's like she guided you to this area.
I'm gonna beckon Purple Finch over. Purple Finch. This man is he just narrowly escaped death. Would you be obligated in your station to tell your master what has transpired here, or would you be willing to censor somewhat what has happened here? For the sake of this man.
Let's see. she will say, if this is really what the Count is doing, then I never really much liked him in the first place, but if this is a citizen under the Baroness, someone should tell her.
Agreed. And we are on quite good terms with the Baroness. Then I trust that at some point he can point this man in the right direction and get him walking on home.
Yes, I still have my own duties to do. I cannot just leave the estate, but I can point him in the right direction.
Excellent. All right, cool.
And this conversation happens. You guys are able to crack off a wing.
Wonderful. Yeah, I will finish cracking off the wing and then just kind of let it drop to the ground and wipe my brow and kind of let out a whew, as indicating that it was a lot of work. Looking over at Hugh, I will call out, do you think you can make it? We can slow our pace heading back, but do you think you'll be all right?
I think I'll be okay if we can pull these spikes out and then close the wound.
I can't promise closing the wound. I'm not skilled like that, but I can try to help you remove the spikes, and you can set the pace during our venture back.
And as you all begin to venture back, it takes a while to get back to the estate, but eventually you break through the woods and see a bunch of the other servants, guests, other hunters who maybe didn't take part in the hunt. And you come out with a battered Hugh and one of the wings, and a lot of people are just shocked, eyes wide, gasps, hooing and hawing. And as the Count, in shock, walks up to you all, that is where we will end for today. As we go into session 18.
That was pretty crazy.
Whew, good game, everyone. Good job not dying, Hugh. Good God. Oh my God. We were playing with death there, Jesus. Oh my goodness.
Thank you all for playing.
Yes, thank you all. This was a great game. Glad to be back playing with everybody. Glad we all got to fight. That was a lot of fun. For now, everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye.
Goodbye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube. Happy dungeon delving, everyone. And pie.
As always, good pie and stay sweet, everyone.